Okay, guys, got this game here with F22 aRaptor from YouTube, and yep, this is just a match we decided to have. And he's actually a pretty good battler. He's from Britain as well, which is pretty good, and he narrates all his battles as well, which is really awesome. So I'll put his channel link in the description box, and you can go and subscribe to him if you want. Check out his stuff. Yeah, so that should be pretty good. So here we go. He actually told me that he was playing with a Halloween team, which is a pretty awesome thing. So he leads off with a Yan Mega, and he goes for an air slash. Doesn't do that much, but I see he has life orb, so it does a bit more than I sort of expected. But I get my hypnosis off, and that's good for me. I go for a Nightshade here, expecting him to either like switch or stay in and take whatever damage. And now I expect to switch, so I decide to go for a Whirlwind just to scout out his team and see what he has. And I Whirlwind out to Gengar. And I'm pretty sure that this Gengar is going to T-Bolt me, and I know I can live it very nicely. So that's what I do. I stay in and I Nightshade him just to break any sashes in case he had one. So T-Bolt does not very much, and now I'm going to Roost up. Get a free Roost because he switches out to Dust Noir, and that's looking pretty good for me. So Dust Noir comes out, and I know Dust Noir has pretty bad HP, so I go for the Nightshade, and it's going to be a 3-hit KO on Dust Noir. But he gives it Fire Punch, and that does over half, and normal Dust Noirs can't do that much damage, so I'm pretty much certain that this thing's going to be Choice Banded. I go for Trunks, and I call the burn, because, you know, that always happens. Trunks always gets burned for some weird reason, and he just becomes useless. So I go for the Stealth Rock, the only thing which Trunks has use for, so I do that. And he brings out Yan Mega, probably trying to wake himself up. So I just go for some Ice Shards here just to wear him down, and Ice Shard does practically nothing because of the burn. But he keeps sleeping. And this is actually a pretty goddamn long sleep, which lasted quite like 4-turn sleep, which was pretty long. So I just keep Ice Sharding him, keep whittling his health down, and he keeps falling asleep. But for some reason, he keeps going faster than me. So I was pretty sure he had some sort of priority move. I'm not sure what priority moves Yan Mega learns, but he must have had one if he was outspeeding my Ice Shards, which is really weird. So he goes out to Spirit Tomb, takes the Ice Shard like it wasn't actually anything, and gets his health back with lefties. So now Trunks isn't going to do a hell of a lot to this guy, so I switch out to Sophos, and he uses Spite, and that's a new one, because that's really interesting, because Spite, you know, that pretty much crippled me quite a bit later on. He pursues, expecting me to switch, and I go for a Whirlwind just to get rid of him. And out comes Miss Magus. Now, this thing's either going to sub, Calm Mind, or use HP Fighting, or something like that. But he actually goes for a Will-O-Wisp, so it's a double status Miss Magus, I'm thinking, with Will-O-Wisp and T-Wave. So he gets the Will-O-Wisp on me, and I'm just going to go for Nightshade here, just to get his health down. He uses Hidden Power Fighting, and of course, because of Noctowl's amazing special defense, it does basically nothing. Noctowl did a pretty beastly job in this game. He practically walled his entire team, and just because they were ghosts and they couldn't really do much to me, and I just kept going with Noctowl, so it's pretty awesome. So he brings out Spirit Tomb, and I go for a Roost here, and he uses Spite, and that's really going to start to wear me down, because he has Pressure, so I'm doubling the amount of PP I'm using, plus Spite's lowering my PP, so I'm getting like, I now have like 5 Roosts left after having like 16, thanks to 2 Spites. So I Whirlwind out to Gengar, and now I know that I can KO it with 2 Nightshades. So I go for one, his Focus Blast misses, which is gay for him. And now I decide to Whirlwind out to get some Stealth Rock damage on something else, and so that his Gengar will have to die when it comes in next time. So Focus Blast misses twice. To be honest, I don't think it would have done that much to me anyway. But the good thing is that Yan Mega comes in, and that's good because it means I can put something else to sleep. So he brings in Dust Noir, hoping to get a hit on me, and now I can go for the Hypnosis because Yan Mega's gone. So it falls asleep, and I'm just going to go for another Nightshade here, just to get his Dust Noir's health down. So it goes down, and it's going to be a KO from here. So that's going to get rid of Dust Noir, which is pretty nice. And so once Dust Noir's gone, it means I get a free Nightshade, a free Hypnosis on whatever comes in next. So that's good for me. Burn's taking me down, so I'm going to have to Roost up sometime soon. He brings out a Blimp, and he T-bolts, and I live it, obviously, but I Roost up. I should have really gone for the Hypnosis there, because then it would have prevented him doing this right now. and that is explode. So he goes for an explosion, goes boom in my face, and Tophos obviously is going to get raped. So, yep, Nocchild did pretty good that game, and yeah, pretty much man of the match there. So I bring out Spondy, which is a new Aerodactyl I just recently EV'd, and I go for the Stone Edge. Life Orb Stone Edge does quite a bit, but because of pressure and spite, I now have 0 Stone Edges left, so that's really, really annoying. So I just hope Earthquake KOs, and it does, so that goes down, and that's pretty good for me. So he brings out Miss Magus. I'm faster, I'm going to go for a Crunch. With Life Orb, it's going to take it out, and he only has Gengar left, so that's going to die to Stealth Rock. So that was a good game there. F22 aRaptor. Keep putting your battles up. Good to have lots of British battlers around. Yeah, especially since Demigod quit. So pretty nice Halloween team there. So I'm gonna have to make one myself, I think. Comment, rate, subscribe, and yep, get another battle whenever. See you guys.